Hey, what's going on, guys? Godstatus here. So today the HK-416 is in the test place of Phantom Forces. I've seen a bunch of comments of people talking about it in like my YouTube comments, in Discord, talking about how they were all waiting for this gun to come to the game, and I know a lot of people are really excited for it. And I gotta say, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It actually is balanced really well, which I know I give Stylus a lot of crap for. Bro, what is this map? Am I literally just gonna run through tunnels for 10 minutes? But I know I give Stylus a lot of crap for balancing stuff, but I'm pretty happy with this one, not gonna lie. Let me explain. So the gun does 25 damage to the torso, or 25 damage to anywhere at all ranges, which means that the gun is a 4-shot at all ranges, no matter whether you hit like their pinky finger or you hit their chest, you know what I mean? So it's good, really good. It's something that we don't see too much. It does happen, don't get me wrong, there are guns that do that, but it isn't extremely popular. Now, another thing is that the gun has a higher rate of fire, which is kind of newish for ARs. Most ARs have around like the 600 to 750 fire rate, while this gun sits at a happy 850 fire rate, which is a bit, at first I was a little skeptical about, I'll be honest, because I know things like the M16A4 go up to 900 fire rate, and that gun is insane. But this has a lot more recoil than an M16A4 has. If you guys haven't seen, M16A4s have virtually like zero recoil if you get a really good burst. It just doesn't do anything. The gun's insanely accurate. But they actually do good balancing this. They gave it a little bit of horizontal recoil, a little bit of vertical, nothing too insane on vertical. It's just the same kind of one-shot vertical jump that most guns do. But it did add at least horizontal recoil, which is really good. Now, I'm using APM on the gun. My full setup's mini sight, compensator, folding grip, and AP. The reason we're using AP is that the gun does 31 damage at like the closest range to the body, which it doesn't really do 3-shot damage, obviously, because there's no torso multiplier by default. So it does 4-shot to the body no matter what range you're at, and it also 3-shot headshots, I believe, at no matter what range you're at. So there really isn't a need to use a green laser unless you need it for the accuracy. Now, when you put AP on, you do get a torso multiplier, but that doesn't change your amount of bullets to kill. It just adds it so that you could shoot through walls and not lose any damage, which is very important in this game. I hope that AP gets looked into sometime soon, because I feel like it's a little broken at this point, but that's a topic for another video. As of right now, we are using the AP ammo because it doesn't change your bullets to kill, and it does give you the incredible wallbang potential, which is something that you really need. Not that you really need, but it always helps. Wallbangs in this game have become a major, and I mean like a major source of kills. It's something that everyone basically does now. You have to go for wallbangs. It's just part of the game. So that's basically it. Everyone's just sitting out in the water. Okay, these maps, although there's a lot of new maps in the test place, but they're all like kind of broken in one way or another. See, the accuracy isn't anything too insane. Granted, my accuracy isn't that great right now, but you can see there's a decent bit of recoil, which I'm really happy about. They didn't add another laser beam into the game, and that's personally something that I want to see. Guns that have a bit more recoil, nothing too extreme by any means, nothing like the HK-21, but guns that do have a little bit more recoil and do have a slightly higher kind of learning curve to the gun, whereas things like the AUG-1, M16A4, the AN-94, all those guns all have virtually like no recoil, and trying to learn those guns and get good with them really just doesn't take any time at all. So I'm glad that it does have at least something to it. So props to Stylus. I know I rip on them a lot, but we have to give them credit where credit is due, and I definitely believe that they deserve a lot of credit for this gun's balance. It is in a really good state. I don't believe there's really much you could change about it. I don't think that nerfing the rate of fire would be good. I don't think that it needs like a longer reload, because it is an AR by all means, so the reload is perfectly fine on it. I don't think you should add any more recoil necessarily, just because when you have this much recoil already, if you add any more, it's just going to become kind of annoying. This already has more recoil than 90% of ARs, so I don't think any changes need to be made there. Personally, I don't know if there's any changes really need to be made at all. I think it's honestly really nice where it is. Granted, these are all first impressions. You know, I used the gun for maybe 10-15 minutes. I haven't looked deeply into the gun, and I haven't really talked to my friends about it on how they feel and try to grab like an overall opinion. So these are all first impressions of the gun, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Things are always subject to change. Things could always be nerfed, things could always be buffed, blah blah blah. Just take it, my opinion, for what it is as of right now. Make your own opinions. The gun's in the test plate. You have to be rank 0 to use it. Like, anyone can use the gun. Go ahead and test it out for yourself, and make sure you give your opinions on it. Leave comments on it. Let's talk about it in the comment section and everything. Get everyone's opinions and see where the community kind of stands on this. Remember, just because I say something, don't take my opinion as yours. Make up your own, and we'll go from there. But like I said, as of right now, gun is, in my opinion, in a really good state. Has a higher rate of fire, which I'm personally really happy about, because things like the G36 things like the G36 and such are terrible at close range, and I mean absolutely terrible. The G36 will lose most close range gunfights. That's how they're balanced to be. They do good in medium to long range, but they're absolutely horrible close range. And this is one of the first ARs, other than like an M16A4 or like kind of burst guns, that really holds its own in close range, which is new to me. I feel like that hasn't been done enough in PF, and that's something that I feel like is really going to benefit the game. Having a different kind of playstyle with guns, you now have the ability to be a lot more aggressive with these, and you don't have to pull out your Tech 9 every single time you get within like 20 studs of someone. You could still fight decently fairly with this gun at close range. So really excited for that. Really happy they added that. Nice shot, man. And I'm really excited for this gun to come to main game. I would love to get this gun in kind of like a public match and see how I do. So hopefully the gun does come out relatively soon. I don't know if they're completely finished with it. I don't know if they have, you know, skin zones and everything done and blah blah blah. But with the gun's balance overall, like I said, extremely happy with it. A lot of credit to them for where it's at now. Now my opinions may change. Like I said, I want to talk to how my friends feel about this. I want to get their opinions on things and kind of see if we can form an overall opinion on it. But mine right now, awesome. Extremely happy. I support this gun majorly, and I would love to see it come to the game as soon as possible. Like I said, I don't think they even need to change anything personally. Maybe slight tweaks, but anything higher than a very subtle tweak to certain stats, I feel like would be overkill and potentially ruin the gun for what it is. The 4-shot to the body / limbs at all ranges, awesome. The recoil that isn't, you know, laser beam, awesome. Its rate of fire, something kind of new for us, awesome. Really happy with it. And I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I genuinely am excited for this gun. And I rag on Stylus a lot, so when I do support something, I try to show it quite a bit and make sure you guys know that like I'm fully in support of this. I think they did an awesome job, and they definitely deserve the credit for this gun. Now, if I could, I would have this gun pushed to main game like right away. Like, I'm honestly really excited for it. It's something that we don't see a lot, so it's hard for me not to want to use this gun all the time, and that's really like killing my vibes. I really want this gun in the main game right now. I want to go hop on like warehouse or like mall or even metro and go test this gun out. I'd love to see how it holds its own on a longer range map, kind of like cross map desert, because the maps that I've played on so far haven't had too many kind of long range engagement spots. So I would like to see how the recoil really does hold up at a longer range. And there's still a lot of testing that needs to be done, don't get me wrong. But even like here, a lot of horizontal recoil, but it's at least controllable. If you're at least keeping your sight on the player, you will end up killing them, and that's good. There's something like, it's not like the HK-21 where you're just kind of all over the place. It has its recoil, but it's somewhat controllable, and it's reasonable. The recoil isn't super punishing. It doesn't discourage you from using the gun. It holds its own very well, and I'm really happy with it. 36 and 10 though. We're going 36 and 10. Anything... Ooh. Okay, we're not doing anything too special by any means, but we're holding our own. And there are a lot of high ranks in this game, a lot of people who are really good at the game in here, so we are just kind of cruising on and trying to talk more than focus on how I'm playing. When this gun does get to main game and stuff, I will definitely make videos of me running this gun and pulling high kill games, because I'm really excited for that. I think I could honestly pull some insane games with this. Like, having this on metro and stuff, like, don't get me wrong, I can slay out with like the G36 and stuff on metro, but having a gun that shoots so much faster is going to be absolutely amazing. And honestly, I could see me using this gun quite a bit. Like, grinding out kills on this gun would be so much fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. Ooh, wait, there's this other guy. I'm gonna die. Oh god. You know what? We're just gonna Leroy Jenkins it. No, he moved. Come back. No, go away. Oh my god. Oh, I did so bad right there. 43-13, we are top of the game right now, which is kind of surprising. I expected Oscar to be out fragging me right now, but I guess not. Oscar got to step his game up, man. He's slacking. But dude, it's hard because I rip on Stylus so much, but when they do actually get an update that I'm personally excited about, I'm really excited about. Like, there's really no in between. I don't think there's ever been an update where I've had like kind of a mixed feeling on it. It was either like, oh, I hate it, or oh, I love it. And that's kind of bad of me for someone who does voice my opinions so much. So like I said, always take my opinions with a grain of salt and understand most of them are kind of first impression opinions on things. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I don't want to drag this on too long because I feel like there's not really much more I can say about the gun. And the gameplay is kind of slow just because it is test place, and it seems like people aren't really used to the map, so there's really like no map flow going on. I don't really know what's going on with these maps, so I just don't want to drag the video out longer than it needs to be. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.